Here we are back to the channel. You got the Aired Out Podcast. Good morning, everyone. I'm JD Green from Fly on the Wall Productions, live on Facebook and YouTube. We're streamed everywhere you get your podcasts. And, of course, as always, we are on the web at airedoutvt.com. Hop on the website. Check it out if you haven't. Weather forecast, let's check in with meteorologist Raylene Minier in the Weather Center.
I didn't even pull it up
The
here.
Weather Center. Let's go live to the Weather Center.
Possible scattered showers this afternoon. Tomorrow, lots more showers in the morning, giving way to partly sunny skies. But then some rain showers back again.
Beautiful.
Hot, super humid. Yeah, dew points in the high 60s, so oppressive levels. Check on your neighbors, all of that good stuff. Elderly, disabled, please.
Yeah, it's like the heat index thing is what, like 90-something?
Yes,
So,
it is.
yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. So what you're saying is possible upper-level disturbance.
Yes.
All right.
I know that thunderstorm that passed through here last night was pretty intense.
It
I've
was.
never seen lightning quite like that before.
So we have extreme rainfall in areas of Caledonia and Essex counties that have created real dangerous situations. Floodwaters, washed out roads. Are you kidding me?
Mudslides, yeah, the whole nine.
And flash flood warnings continuing for those two counties.
Until 10:45, I believe
yeah,
they've updated it.
I mean, really? This is just insane. So what was that, like another band of real heavy rain that was stalled out over the kingdom?
It was, and they said that before the end of the day they could get up to another inch and a half of rain.
You posted up the pictures this morning of St. Johnsbury. Can't believe it.
Yeah, and they have more road closures as we sit here that are just coming in. So
all this just this morning and well through the overnight, we have 10 swiftwater rescue teams that were dispatched.
Yeah. And it's goes as far up as in the Morgan area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insane, intense.
24 rescues from flooded areas just since the overnight in parts of Caledonia and Essex counties. And additional calls for assistance coming in. I mean, what the hell, man?
Yeah,
My
crazy.
God.
Crazy for sure.
It's, I mean, just this is like the last thing that Vermont needs. It's, well, what the hell's going on?
Yeah,
Holy
and so many
shit.
people just cleaning up from the last, and we're
Unreal.
only 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks from the last event.
Yeah.
So,
Unbelievable.
yeah.
We have some clouds and some sun this morning for much of Vermont, followed by increasing clouds and showers developing this afternoon. So that's the word. And as you said, upper 80s today, going to feel like the lower 90s tonight. Pretty good chance for some showers, and then tomorrow, what are they saying?
Rainy.
Rain showers again. Thunderstorms too on the final day of July tomorrow. Rain at about 80%. So looks like we're going to get into some sunshine Friday and Saturday and maybe Sunday. Still the possibility for some scattered thunderstorms and some intense weather. But hopefully Thursday night will be fine. It's supposed to be good at this point. They're saying Thursday night is supposed to be clearing out and fine. So if you got plans maybe to get up to Thunder Road or wherever,
Yes, it's going to be hot.
should be in the clear. Yes, it is going to be hot. Today's National Whistleblower Day today, Raylene.
Oh, yeah. Did I post the picture of them? I don't
think-
think I did. I don't remember.
But you can hear in the background,
Oh, yes.
we are celebrating with one of the best whistleblowers that we know, and that's the train that comes through Metro, the Metro area here, the downtown district, right next to the subway station here in Berry City. So yeah, National Whistleblower Day. You gonna blow the whistle on anything, Raylene?
You never know.
Are there things to blow the whistle about these days?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Every day, all day.
Just making sure. Also, National Cheesecake Day today. National
I can jump
Cheesecake
on
Day.
board with that one.
Yeah. I was accused recently of egging you on. And
People don't know that your mere existence is enough.
why do you egg her on so much? I'm like, where does that come from? Egg you on?
I don't know.
I'm not throwing eggs at anyone or anything. Yeah, you egg her on. You get her going. Why do you do that? Birthdays.
Well, and did you say it's not hard to do?
No, but I think I said egg her on. She eggs me on. What are you talking about? Tyree King on the birthday list today at 24. Eric Gray, you remember him, the author, came in here about his book, and he's an amazing guy, 72. Chris Rooney, 37. George Woods today, 52 years old. Ryan Peranto, nice guy, 37 today. Nancy Adams is on the list. Ethan Lund, Kelsey Taylor, Brandon Atkins, and Chad Kwasnick. Do you know Chad? Good guy.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
He has the dog obedience.
Yes.
Camp.
Yep.
Yes.
Mara Weston and Brian Howe. Or Howe, rather. Happy birthday. Do you have any birthdays? Any?
Not today. Okay. I had a bunch yesterday I missed, but I wasn't here, so.
Okay. Today's Tuesday, right?
It is Tuesday all day.
Jerry Sports Tavern?
Yes.
What the hell's going on?
Get on over there. 3 o'clock, the doors open, and as we know, the air conditioner is on, pumping, but go over, play some Connect 4, maybe some pool, have some snack, drink.
Talking about their wings
relax.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Great wings.
Great wings. I love their wings.
Who doesn't love to...
And the shrimp is pretty damn good, too, just going to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Who doesn't love to eat wings in the air conditioning? With a cold beverage.
I know.
Great munchies over there. Great drinks. Always drink specials. Get over to Jerry's today.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, one of our many presenting sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
We have in Vermont headlines this morning. We have a first and foremost pretty dire situation up in the Northeast Kingdom. If you're just tuning in with rains and flooding through the overnight, about a dozen swift water rescues, and people up there, St. Johnsbury, Essex, all parts of the kingdom just flooded out, covered in mud this morning. Just horrible weather and flooding up there. And as we said, flood warnings are in place. We have more rain coming in this afternoon.
And they're not just flood warnings. They literally say in the warnings, which I posted, like, get out.
Yeah.
They're telling you that this is serious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, everyone's still alive. No loss of life up there.
Not that I know of. No. Thank God.
We have Vermont headlines this morning, which sometimes they're good and positive, and sometimes they're not. And this morning we have the story of the toddler in Chittenden County who tragically died earlier this month in an accident that is under investigation.
In a hot car. Left in a hot car, was found unresponsive in a parking lot at a business on Center Drive in Milton.
18 months old.
Yes.
This happened July 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Milton Police Department doing obviously an investigation on this more and trying to learn more about everything.
Mm-hmm.
The child was rushed to the University of Vermont Medical Center. and was soon after declared deceased. So, police did not say if any charges have been filed. So, ugh. And we've talked about this subject in the past. We've talked about animals in cars in the past.
It's a tough one. It's a tough subject because you can have pretty extreme feelings pretty quickly, and as I do, and
as I did yesterday. But it's
I'm
so
not
hard.
really good about the accidents happen, and I'm not really good about the tips. You know what some of the tips are?
I heard yesterday.
Leave
Put
something valuable in your back seat.
or your front seat, like a teddy bear or something in your front seat to remind you that you have a child in the car.
Yeah, I can't. We should not go there.
You know what? You're absolutely right. We should not go there. You're right.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Matt Seaton of the Berry City Fire Department yesterday submitted a post requesting any photos or videos that people were willing to share of the fire that happened on Laurel Street on Sunday evening, that they email the photos and videos in. Unfortunately, the email provided was incorrect. And so he is again asking, and he's apologizing for that, and he's asking that anyone that tried to send them to please send them today to Matthew, MATTHEW .Seaton, CETIN at berrycity.org. So Matthew.Seaton at berrycity.org. If you have pictures or videos, especially if you have things that are just before the department arrived, that would be awesome if you could share those up with the Berry City Fire Department.
As soon as you can.
As soon as you can. And we did, I mean, I think that, you know, yesterday I knew that the email was broken. A couple of people had messaged because we shared the post. And so I told them to just put them right in the comment section of my post. Mm-hmm. And then I let the fire department know that they were there. And so hopefully we'll repost that again as soon as we stop streaming here. We'll repost that again and get the word out for them.
Okay. How horrible. I mean, it's, you know, several people displaced from
mm-hmm.
that fire.
Mm-hmm.
And
5, I believe, total. My dear friend Robin, as you know, lived on one side. Her father, his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's son lived on the other, and there was a tenant upstairs, and they lost everything. So including 3 pets, 3 dogs. That was super heartbreaking to watch, to see. I will say that we have some pretty amazing police and fire. The efforts that were made by the people boots on the ground to save the dogs and administer CPR was pretty amazing. And I know they took a lot of shit for some reason. I mean, they always do. No matter what they do, it's wrong.
You're talking about the police.
Yeah, the police and the fire, you know, how long it took to get there and what equipment they did have and didn't have and this, that, and the other. But I will tell you, as somebody who was down there with Robin, I have never in my life seen so many people, and I've never seen them have to work so hard as far as crowd control was concerned. The amount of people that were down there was just it was insane. I parked over at Beverage Baron and walked in to Robin where she was and stopped at each officer, let them know where I was going, why, what I was doing, but that wasn't the case with many. And wow,
It's
just the crowd control alone
right.
was so much.
Yeah, we're all curious about what's going on. We all, and many of us have also very good intentions, and we want to help. We want to help, and it's. I can only imagine if it was a friend of mine's apartment or home, how difficult it would be for me to stay away and
Yeah.
let the pros do what they do. But I don't know. It's
or when they
tough.
tell you to back up, please back
Yeah,
up. I
back
mean,
up.
you could hear what sounded like ammunition constantly going off. A propane tank that maybe blew. They're telling you for your safety
Sure,
also
sure.
to back off, back up. They don't need any more to deal with than what they're currently dealing with, and it was just a lot. I was very overwhelmed, and I know Robin was. I mean, she was sitting there across the street on the porch, watching everything that, and essentially her whole life, because that was her grandmother's home at one point that was turned into an apartment building, and her father's on the other side, and, then she's renting another side, and you're watching your life burn to the ground. And it's a lot. It's very overwhelming.
It's got to be like everyone's worst fear. I mean, it is mine. What a helpless feeling it is to I literally I cannot imagine. But like I said yesterday, and I'll say it again. And I know this is easier said than done. But just the fact that no one was seriously injured or
thank God,
or no one died is. It's the silver lining here. I mean, we can, in an apartment, a home, whatever. Well,
yeah.
Robin,
And then we have the, what's taking so long? How did it start? Why don't we know yet? I heard electrical, then I heard an explosion, then I heard this. First of all, it's none of your goddamn business how it started. It wasn't your apartment, and you're not the insurer. You don't. You're not the guy that's providing insurance to these people. And why do people think that they have to know? They have to know how it started.
You know why?
It blows my mind
because
that
a lot
they're
of
more
people,
concerned about that than the people that literally have nothing. They have no clothes. They don't even have a freaking toothbrush. And you think that you have the right to know that, and you demand to know it right now, and you would call the firefighters and the police department the most ridiculous names because you don't know immediately.
Yeah. A lot of people, frankly, really have nothing else better to do.
It's gross.
And when people have nothing better to do and their life is boring, they feel like they need to validate their sense of importance by trying to act as a fire investigator or getting to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very difficult for some of us sometimes, including myself, to just shut up. Just stop.
Well, including me too, but. There's some things that you just don't demand the answers
right.
of because they take time and you don't know. And
exactly.
There's some things that really aren't your business anyway.
Never were.
Yeah. Like the cause of the fire isn't even remotely anything that has crossed my mind. Taking care of the people in the building is number one.
Amen.
The rest of it, who cares how it started?
That's it. Let's take this is a perfect opportunity to mention one of our presenting sponsors because it all ties back to all of this. And I know we've got some heavy news this morning, but Washington County Mental Health,
yes.
They have been with us for a long time. They have short-term crisis counseling right now that they're offering at no charge. No charge. So if you need someone to talk to about, frankly, anything, can be flood-related, doesn't have to be. Washington County Mental Health Services has no wait list, complete confidential counseling sessions. And you get, anywhere from 3 to 5, I think, at no charge.
Yes, and that's coming, that grant actually for that free counseling is coming to a close unless it gets extended.
Yeah.
Which is quite possible with all of the current flooding and troubles.
Right.
It is quite possible that it will get extended, but as of the 31st, that service comes to a close.
Sure. Okay.
But you can get involved now.
Yeah, you still have time. What else is coming to a close? The July sunglass sale over at Optical Expressions is coming to a close. So, listen, if you're walking around through life wearing...
I'm going there to pick up mine as soon as we're done.
Really?
My new glasses, yes. I officially peeked over the edge and need transitional lenses.
Okay.
They used to be called bifocals, so at least they're trying to be nicer about it now, and they call them transitional lenses.
Don't say bifocals.
But
please.
Tim fixed me up. You know, he sat with me. We chose a pair. He actually chose them, and I loved the pair he chose, and so those are the ones I took. And we talked for a little bit. We figured out what I needed. The fact that I'm going to have to wear them full time now. So not Tim, not Optical,
Mark.
but no. So I have to go to a different eye doctor's for my prescription and stuff because I see a specialist because my situation, as we all know. And so I bring my prescription down here to Optical. So while I was with the specialist, I don't know if I should say this or not, but
Don't.
Frig it, I will. So he says to me, he does the whole exam, and he looks at me and goes, "So you drive?"
He said, "Do you drive?"
No, he said, "So you drive?" And I said, "Yeah, I drove myself here." And he says,
Alrighty
"Yeah,
then.
that's what he did." He was like, That's all he said.
And
What do you think he meant by that? Like, what the hell?
You should have come back with, "Did you see that Red Sox game last night? Holy moly, what a game."
Yeah, I was like, yeah. He's like,
Listen, if you're going through life and you're having a difficult time looking stylish with your sunglasses, kind of like me, these are mine, Raylene. You like these? Do I look stylish in these?
Extremely. Yeah, I just can't even get over it.
Thank you. Go to Optical Expressions and right on the fourth floor of the Blanchard Block, and they'll get you into a pair of sunglasses where you actually maybe don't look like a creeper. Do you know what Sherilyn said to me the other day?
What?
"What are you trying to do? Look like Bono?" Is that necessary? I
don't even know who's Bono.
lead singer of U2.
Okay.
So all this month, the month of July, which it's today and tomorrow, is the end of July.
Is left. Yeah.
They've got 25% off all in-stock sunglasses, both prescription and non-prescription, and 50% off a large selection of sunglass frame styles that are in stock. Only this month. You got today and tomorrow. Again, stop by for a visit. Fourth floor of the Blanchard Block, right next to the Opera House. Are they open?
That guy just
They're
scared
open.
the shit out of me.
What did he do?
He walked up to the window and stuck his face in the window to look inside. All of a sudden, there was somebody right behind me, and I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Optical Expressions, quality eye care you can see. We love them, And again, we're going to hammer it today. We're going to hammer it tomorrow. Is there anything else that's like really hot in the news? Did you watch John Rogers and Gregory Thayer last night?
I did.
I thought it was a very good debate.
I thought it was a great debate.
Both
Uh-huh.
well spoken.
Yep.
I mean, was that did they not get into the meat of things so much better than our presidential debate?
Oh, absolutely.
God.
They did a great job.
I mean, they both really said how it is.
I mean, it was easy for me to make a decision last night, for sure. Yeah.
I thought it was great. Both seeking the Republican nomination for lieutenant governor.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't watched it, just Google it. It's right there on WCAX.
Mm-hmm. And it's on our page.
Yes.
Go figure.
Absolutely. And, my thing is, though, Raylene, it wasn't long enough. I just wish it would have gone longer.
I think there are, between the two of them, there were like 5 or 6 30-minute debates like that.
Yeah. I think they should go a little bit longer. I think it seemed a little, I don't know, for me anyway, it seemed a little rushed. Again, if you're just tuning in this morning, if you're just joining us, flash flooding causing some significant damage in parts of Vermont this morning and through the overnight. Many hit by very intense rainfall and lots of areas underwater this morning. Less than a month after the July 10th flood. Unbelievable. Areas of Caledonia and Essex counties, this sudden heavy rainfall, and it just kind of stalled out, and it is crazy. We have some closures, Route 2 in St. Johnsbury, parts of it closed, Memorial Drive in St. Jay, East Street, Route 114, parts of Route 5, Route 105, Route 111, as you mentioned earlier, Raylene, in Morgan. So there's a lot of closures, and we'll post them up this morning.
In the morning, it goes all the way down to Danville.
Yeah.
All the way down through to Danville. So this is a really wide area.
Yeah.
Gabe's tuning in. He says, "Good morning from the source foreign cars."
There's another one.
Yes.
We were just talking about optical expressions and how much we love them, but let's talk about the source. My God.
I was just there the other day.
What'd you get?
My son bought a car, and it's just a great place. It's spotless for one down there, and the cars. I mean, the selection
Incredible
of
selection.
cars is just amazing. I had a couple of favorites that there was this white car down there that I really just loved it a lot. It's hard to say, all right, I just got a new car, but boy, I really like that one. It was
everything's
the Subaru Crosstrek.
Oh, yeah, that's a sweet rig.
It was beautiful. It was white. It was beautiful. And I don't usually like white cars. I'm usually anti. But no, that thing is sharp. He's got some really sharp cars down there, and they're flat out busy. I mean, they are busy. Yeah. They're cooking. I love it.
Here's the thing about smart folks in Vermont are not thinking, hey, it's summertime, this is going to last forever. Real smart Vermonters know that right around the corner,
they're preparing for winter.
You got to be ready for winter. You got to make sure your family is safe. You got to make sure you're in something that's all-wheel drive. And there's a damn good reason why Subaru is Vermont's state car.
Yeah.
They're super reliable.
And the source is super reliable.
They are. They go through a rigorous inspection over there. Gabe Cole handpicks, cherry picks everything.
He really does. Gabe is very much about maintaining the reputation that the source has had for years. And, some people can take over a place and want that in their mind but never really get there. Gabe's already got it.
I think
he has
yeah.
it. It's just the person that he is. That really truly is important to him. And
well,
so
Brad was driving the bus over there for what, more than 30 years. And there's no better person than Gabe, and I think Brad would be very
pick that ball
proud.
up, and he can run with it, no problem.
Yeah.
And he has a really kick-ass team there.
Is he coming on the air with us soon?
We hope so.
All right.
But he's a busy guy. Maybe we'll have to go down there because is it Josiah?
Josiah.
Yeah, Josiah is the mechanic down there, and they're both very busy.
Yeah. What else is happening in Vermont news? Anything else in the headlines here that's jumping out?
Well, here's a headline for you. Greg Forbes just tuned in.
Whoa.
Holy cow.
We have to, now that we know that, let's be very careful not to say anything that would offend him or make him blush, which happens often. So we're going to be very careful.
G blushes?
Oh, yeah.
No, I thought it was the other way. I'm pretty sure that G can make you blush.
And has many times.
Like in 2 minutes or less.
The U.S. men's gymnastics team wins bronze in team all-around competition, their first medal in 16 years, Raylene. That was a big, big story yesterday and last night. So, are you watching any of the Olympics? Do you watch any of that?
No. I read it after. I don't watch TV. We know this. I just once in a
just
blue
Phil Mickelson in golf.
I don't watch that either. I turn it on because I
golf.
like to listen to the commentators. I think they're hysterical. So I don't ever sit in front of the TV to watch, except for very few shows. I watched Yellowstone faithfully.
Okay.
I loved that. I watched Ozark faithfully. I absolutely loved that.
Love Ozark.
Justified. And now the series Alone it's the new season of Alone has come back out, and it just started last week, and I will watch that, but even that I don't intend really intense sit and watch it.
Naked and Alone?
No, it's just Alone. That's all it's called, is Alone. There's no nakedness about it.
Okay. Have you ever watched that show?
No, that's Naked and Afraid. And
Naked
no, I've
and
never
Afraid.
watched it.
Why? You should.
I just have no interest.
Two complete strangers, butt ass, in the middle of the jungle. And they have to get along and work together and build shelters and cuddle at night to stay warm.
I have no interest.
It's a great show, Raylene. Find the interest. Discover the interest.
This
Raylene.
coming from the guy who really loves to watch My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding, Say Yes to the Dress, and what was the other one with the little short stubby guy, 90 Day Fiance something. So,
Eddie. Eddie.
Excuse me for not taking your judgment on those sorts of things.
I want to ask you a question about the Olympics, and I know that there's plenty of people that. Here's Ethan saying he loves those shows.
Well,
supporting me. He's backing me up. He's supporting me right there. Ethan.
I mean, I've seen some of the 90 Day Fiancé shows, and they're
shows.
on sometimes. I just don't sit and watch them intensely.
What about Love at
don't.
First Sight? Have you seen that one?
No.
Ethan and I get together and watch that one every now and then. I'm telling you, these are great shows. Stop it. Stop making fun of me. About the Olympics.
Uh-huh.
And I want to ask everyone this, and I know Forbes is going to attack me here, and that's fine. But if you were in the Olympics, if you could be in the Olympics, you were an athlete. What competition would you want to be in? And I ask you that: what competition could you see me in? If I was an Olympian, which...
If you were an Olympian?
Raylene, there's a lot of people that look at me and they're like, Was
Do
that
they have
guy?
sumo wrestling for minions?
There was a little kid at the Heritage Festival. It's like, Dad, look at that guy right there. I think that's J.D. Green. Is he an Olympian?
Yeah, bullshit.
But what would it be? Would it be like, what could you see me doing other than that? What about curling? Javelin? Anything like that?
Actually,
Hurdles?
so no, so I don't even know if this is a thing.
Hobbit tossing?
Do they lift weights at all?
Yeah.
Because like you have really strong legs and arms. I've seen you be like lug and tug and be muscly with things that I would, that most people probably wouldn't expect that you would be able to do that.
Yeah. So powerlifting.
Yeah, because I definitely not riding a bike because, stamina.
Yeah.
But I think that, you could lift.
Some of these sports, and I'm having a hard time with this, and please, no disrespect to the athletes, and I know many of them are listening this morning, but like, why do we have to incorporate team sports into the Olympics? I'm old-fashioned, really. I have a problem with it. Basketball? Do we need to make that? Why? Whatever happened to just track and field and swimming, and why do we have soccer? Really? What is this? Team sports? Stop it. Just go back to the old days.
Yeah.
And now ping pong? Ping pong, Raylene, is an Olympic sport. That's getting me upset. I have a problem with that. Really?
You do, huh?
Oh, I was an Olympian ping pong player. Or table tennis, as I guess they have to properly say it now. Mm-hmm. Am I getting in trouble?
I don't think so.
All right.
Glenn wants to see you do high dives.
And now, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, for the belly flop competition.
Yeah.
Weighing in at 300 pounds, 5 feet 2 inches. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for McDonald's is coming back with the $5 value meals, family meals.
Well, they're trying, but it's not going so well for them. And actually, there's another article in the paper again today, CNN, and on the news that Americans keep turning their backs on McDonald's because, their prices are absolutely absurd. And they're talking about their billions of dollars in profits and their lack of heart for everyone.
You're absolutely right. The prices are ridiculous. They're ridiculous. You pull up to the drive-through, which I have done many times with Sherilyn, and she says, "Oh, can I have a cup of water?" And they can never understand what she's saying through the drive-through. Anyways, whole nother podcast on that. But you're like, yeah, I'll have a quarter pounder double meal. And an ice cream cone and a cup of coffee. All right, that'll be $23.72. Please drive forward to the next window. It's crazy, the prices. Crazies. But the first drop in global sales in 13 quarters, falling short of the 0.5% growth that was expected by analysts.
Right. It always amazes me, though, that people will be totally pissed off at a local restaurant what they charge for a meal, but that they'll go to McDonald's and spend the same amount or more on junk, on absolute junk, a supposed beef patty that's a paper thin with American cheese that is one of the most gross cheeses that you could ever have in your life, processed
it's not
nasty
even cheese.
shit.
It's not even cheese.
It just it blows my mind. And you know, if a restaurant charges $15-18 for a sandwich, and they're giving you, or not a sandwich, but a burger or whatever, and you're paying $18, but you're getting fries and a pickle and probably a side of coleslaw or cottage cheese or something with it, and at least you're getting good food, and you're getting real hand cut fries. And,
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Like the Den. I mean, you love their burgers and fries over there, and everything that they serve up over there.
Right. And it's shitty because it just is so expensive to buy. I mean, I go out and buy groceries just for my house, and I've called you before. It literally gives me anxiety attacks sometimes how much money that I spend at the grocery store.
Yeah.
I will leave there, sit in my car, and cry for a few minutes before I can even leave the parking lot, because I just don't know, and I don't know how people do it. And
I know.
Sometimes I don't know. I think to myself, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I know. I hear
a pound of hamburger, $12.
Yeah, right.
You used to go and you get Hamburger Helper, or I used to not even do that. I was even cheaper than that. I would get pound of hamburger, and I would get, because you could get Kraft macaroni and cheese 2 for $1. And my kids still eat this and love this to this day. You just make Kraft macaroni and cheese and throw hamburger in it, and they think it's the greatest thing ever.
I still think that's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we did for cheap and easy, or we would do beans and hot dogs, or or I would do the hot dogs that you wrap with the crescent dough, and the pigs in the blanket. They loved those.
Yeah.
Things like that were cheap and easy, but not anymore. You can't.
Speaking of expensive, and I got into it the other day with someone about. I said, "Well, we're in a recession," and they were like, "We're not in a recession. This isn't a recession." And I'm like, "This is a recession." And we went back and forth. We played ping pong, table tennis there for quite a while on that subject. I say we're in a recession. That's how I feel. The U.S. national debt, Raylene, right now, just topped. Are y'all sitting down? Glenn, Valerie, Ethan, are you sitting down? Just topped $35 trillion for the first time. I'm going to say that one more time, because I know if you're like me, you process things very slowly. The U.S. national debt just topped $35 trillion for the first time ever.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Current spending projections have total debt that is passing $56 trillion by the year 2034. You think about that.
Yeah.
And I got into a discussion the other day about, and you and I have had this discussion about the grass being greener on the other side. And, well, if you leave Vermont, everything is going to be dirt cheap. Rongo dongo, man. It doesn't matter where.
True.
It doesn't matter where you go.
And some things
Shit's
are.
expensive.
You may go south,
and
and houses. You may be able to buy
gas,
a house cheaper,
gasoline, cigarettes.
But
food.
Not everything is cheaper, and so one way or another, you're gonna pay.
Sure.
For sure. So some things are cheaper. But if you weigh the pros and cons, and I mean, you listen to everything, we think that crime here is absolutely horrible, out of control, and it is for us. But some places consider this to be so safe and so amazing, and there are people that flocked here, unfortunately. I'll say that 100 times. I don't give a shit.
Did you just say unfortunately?
I said there are people that flocked here, unfortunately, during COVID. for safety, and people that flock here each year for safety, and you know,
and now they're running for office.
yeah, and now they're running for office, and we're trying to run away from here. We're trying to get the hell out instead of fighting back and saying nope.
I know.
But yeah.
Something else I was going to tell you. This Oklahoma couple that went missing off the coast of Texas. What a story. Found by the U.S. Coast Guard. Family and friends are saying nothing short of a miracle. I guess they were scuba diving, and they got pulled by some current and taken way out to sea. And how they survived this long. Nathan and Kim Maker are their names. Went diving off the Gulf of Mexico and spent 36 hours floating in the ocean.
Wow.
The Coast Guard searched 1,600 miles for these people.
Holy shit.
Are there sharks in the Gulf of Mexico? I don't know. But can you imagine that? 36 hours floating in the ocean.
No. Out in the hot sun, wide open. Oh, God. No. Horrible.
Unbelievable.
Tom Ross says, try Phoebe's Food Truck 7388 U.S. Route 2 in Plainfield with the farm fresh burgers and hand-cut fries. So I've actually heard that from many, many people. Many people keep telling me to go there and try that.
Yeah.
And then I saw a horrible post about them the other day. Not about them, that happened to them. That somebody backed into their food truck or rammed into it and then drove off. Didn't even say so.
Yep.
Assholes. What is wrong with people?
I saw that too.
You know, somebody's
Horrible.
business like that. No matter, well, business or not, the fact that you would do that to somebody and then just leave is just ridiculous. Accidents happen. Say so.
Yeah.
Don't just take off. Just so rotten.
And as Lily says, and has no idea what she's talking about, but she'll say, Dad, that was a major D-bag move.
Mm-hmm. It was. Jerks. But yeah, that's on my list of things to try. There's actually a couple places over that way that I want to try that are on like. But, you know, we'll see. Like I said, things are tight. I don't really do those sorts of things.
That's right.
I may have to wait until next summer.
Did you hear about Texas? They've just declared another state of emergency. It's not just the wildfires and the heat and the landslides and the ridiculous heat and drought and everything. Now they've had more than 100 earthquakes just in the past week alone. Mm-hmm. I would love to go to Texas. I would love to eat. I would love to listen to some country music, go to some honky tonks, and then come the hell home.
Right, exactly.
God.
Like Michaela Bernier says, weather and other things like different threats and animals.
Right.
So it's the same, you know, you there's pros and cons no matter where you go.
No matter where you go.
Absolutely correct.
100 earthquakes in a week. I know Texas is a big state.
And Ethan is not at all shocked that I said that, by the way.
Said what now?
You know, about people unfortunately coming here.
Oh, yeah. You said it. You said unfortunately.
I did.
Okay. What else do we have going on? There's so much stuff about this fake meat that's really got me worked up, that the government is making fake meat and it's lab grown and it's going to be filtering into the schools nationally, and your kids are going to be eating lab grown meat, and it's already in the grocery stores now. And
you mean so that they can continue this cycle of cancer and continue to make money off of us because we all continue to get sick and are dying, and some of us can fight it and some of us can't. I'm not really a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that shit,
have you ever seen the documentary Food Inc.? Food Incorporated, Food Inc. Have you ever
No.
seen that?
No.
Monsanto?
No.
Unreal. Unreal. It'll scare the shit out of you.
But, there's a lot to be said for people who ate homegrown vegetables, and we depended a lot more on local
Yeah.
than what we do right now.
Sure.
Because that's why we don't live nearly as long as
Right.
our ancestors.
Our grandparents who were like, shit, man, I had butter every single day. Put butter on everything. Salt too.
My grandmother used to make everything in lard. Real lard. Like, that's what she did.
You get sick, you drink a half a bottle of bourbon and shut up.
Right. Sweat it out.
Sweat it out.
Yeah.
Stop being such a pansy.
Yeah, exactly. They
I know.
use horse liniment and God knows what else to cure things. And and the food was different.
Yeah.
And they ate the way they wanted to eat. And
Smoked.
they weren't constantly, smoked like chimneys.
Smoked.
And they weren't constantly taking this pill and that pill. And,
Right.
yeah, the food. I tell you a lot that country song, "There's Something in the Water." I truly believe that. That is so true.
Yeah. Agree. Anything else that's in the news that's worthy of mentioning?
There
here?
really wasn't a lot in the news this morning, which was fine with me because the weekend news, man, all of
heavy
the
shit.
crashes and the deaths and
Yeah.
it was the weekend was a heavy freaking weekend, and so to wake up this morning and really not see all that much was good. It was good.
Did you see the dragonflies swarming that beach
Yes,
in Rhode
I
Island?
posted it.
That's where I saw it.
Yes, of
last
course,
time.
that's where you saw it.
Unbelievable.
I think it's pretty freaking cool.
I do too.
So that happened here a few years ago. Not that intense, but I actually have video on my Facebook somewhere. It should come up in my memories anytime now because they'll be coming this direction.
Sure.
I mean, they're headed this direction.
Yeah.
And it freaked me out a little bit, but it's also super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, dragonflies are amazing.
Well,
They're
if you're,
cool.
if you're afraid of insects, then it's not cool. But I would just love to stand there on the beach and just let them fly through me. I think that'd be cool as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Especially if you believe in the meanings of them and stuff.
Yeah, very true.
And so
Yes.
yeah, I thought it was super cool. Of course, like you said, I wasn't standing down there either, so I have no idea what it was like to have quite that many. But it did happen here.
Let's see.
Did you see the other post that I posted? I reshared because it came up in my memories. Is remember the people trying to get the freaking mattress in the pop tent?
Okay. Raylene.
I shared it again last night.
Raylene.
And I'm probably gonna go to hell just for that video and the fact that I laughed so hard for so long, and the fact that 4 years later I still can't watch it without laughing until I cry. I can't help it.
Raylene. I sat on my patio last night under the stars. Not a lot of stars. Beautiful night last night. And I rewatched that entire video that you shot, and I laughed so hard that I had tears in my eyes.
Yes.
There is just something about that whole thing where it's like,
You don't even need to be drinking to think that's funny.
no, it's you. Why didn't you should have submitted that to America's Funniest Videos.
I know.
So
Well, it was on Aired Out, though. I mean,
I know.
The evil in me instantly went live.
Yeah, I remember, and your dad was in the background. So basically, what happened, folks? If you
It
have
wasn't
not,
my dad. It was Tim in the background.
oh, is that who it was?
Yeah.
Oh, if
I wasn't camping with my dad.
I thought it was your dad.
No.
If you have not seen this, I'm going to show it here. I'm going to show it right here.
I mean, you probably won't be able to show the whole thing because it is kind of long, but oh my God.
So these people were camping, and I don't want to say that they were. I'm not going to say it that they were from Massachusetts. I won't say that.
They were actually from Connecticut.
Okay, same difference. And they were trying to camp in a tent, and they couldn't get the air mattress in the tent. I don't know. Maybe this guy didn't graduate from Harvard. I don't know. But you put the air mattress in first of all, you make sure the air mattress, dimension-wise, is going to fit in your tent. Secondly, you put it in and then inflate it. Not the other.
Not kidding. At the campground.
Like, I can't even. I just can't.
These people are trying to get the
All right, Roger.
into the
Pull
stuff.
this way, and I'm going to push this way.
That's too bad. They went out and bought a brand new air mattress.
And Tim was trying to be so nice because of and I couldn't even help myself. I just laughed and laughed.
They're off to buy two smaller ones.
It took them, what? Half an hour? 20 minutes.
Yes.
Good,
At least.
good 20 minutes. Trying to get an air mattress, and then I think, didn't they end up, like, breaking the...
No, like when it finally flopped over, and the poor guy that was on the inside, like fighting with this thing, if
People
you
are
could have
watching
heard
me.
it. It was just terrible. But they finally get it flopped over, and it's sticking out of the tent, of course. And she like plunks her ass down on it,
Oh,
like
my
there.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you, as you wrote, you simply just can't make this stuff up.
Oh my God. It's seriously. It was so funny.
The only thing that's disappointing here is that you weren't able to get a microphone on what they were saying to each
She's
other.
gonna squish it. That'll help. There she goes. She's gonna squish it into that type.
Like I could have gone and helped or something because you know what I would have done? It would have taken me about, I don't know, when I blew it up, brought it over. First of all, I think I would have known that it was not going to fit before I even tried. But I would have given up like 2 seconds in, no matter
Yeah.
what he said to me.
Oh,
Yeah, she's going to squish it. I would have given up like 2 seconds, no matter what he said. I would have been like, screw you. I would have lifted the tent up off the ground, put the mattress underneath the tent, and that would have been
Yes.
It would have been done. Set the tent back on top. Stake it, because you could stake it down with the rope, right?
Yes.
And Tim wouldn't let me go over there and tell them that. I totally would have gone over there and said, "Look, here, if you really want to use this fucking thing,
I love this part.
Like,
Look.
let's just do it this way."
So it looks like they've broken a couple of poles here. She's standing there, oh my God, how?
Oh my
did we
God!
get into this
I'm
mess?
telling you, it was hysterical.
So she's standing there looking. Where is he? He's still in there, trapped now.
Now, do you think that the next day did they go buy
a bigger tent
a bigger
or a smaller
tent or
mattress?
a smaller mattress?
That's a job.
They went and bought a
She's
bigger
gonna-
tent.
Doesn't she sit down on it and
Yes,
just
at
say,
the end when it's finally over and flopped, and he's still in there,
Here.
like probably
Yeah,
exhausted.
of course. What's he doing right now? She's there. She goes.
Yeah.
There she goes. Yeah, just fuck it. I'm just gonna sit down
Oh my God, it was
and I'm
so
gonna
funny.
just lay back. Didn't she lay back? I think she goes inside the.
It was too funny. I will never forget that. It was the most hysterical thing ever.
Like Ethan says.
You said it would fit in the tent.
I know.
Yeah, there she goes. There, she's lays back.
I'm not sure. I would have been exhausted too. Are you kidding me?
It's like a quarter of it is still outside of it. They've already broken at least one pole.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Glenn says if the tent's rocking, don't come knocking.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, this is unbelievable. Raylene, it's never too late to submit this to America's Funniest Videos.
Yeah. But it's not, I don't know who those people are.
It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? They're the ones that came up here to Vermont to go camping and got a air mattress that's king size on a tiny little.
And Tim's being all Mr. Nice. He's like, oh, that's too bad. They,
So
spent all that money, and I'm laughing my ass off. Yeah. Because I'm just evil like that.
That is fantastic. That's got how many views does that have? It's a shit ton.
Well, now this time it's like 1,000. Last time it was like it was in the 10, 12,000. It was
it
crazy.
really?
For the very first time I ever posted it, yeah. I mean, there were so many people tuned in live watching
right.
it. I mean, like I said, I was a jerk. I went live from the campground. I was just sitting there. Live on Facebook.
I love it.
Because, what else would you do except for jump on
Sure.
air it out and
Go live.
and go live.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Don't just record them. Go live.
Oh, man. I want to give a shout out this morning to the Chamber of Commerce. As you know, the Vermont Antique and Classic Car Meet is rapidly approaching. August 9th, 10th, and 11th at Forest Field in Waterbury, 67th, and they're going to be there in a big way, the Chamber of Commerce, with a beer garden that you are invited to not only partake in and enjoy, but also be a sponsor of. You can just contact the Chamber of Commerce, and I'll give you the phone number here in a second, and get your banner inside that beer garden tent, and they'll make you a presenting sponsor. It's 229-5711, 229-5711, or centralvt.com is how to reach them directly, and they are very, very busy. Not only do they have the car show coming up, they've got, of course, their Calcutta and Athena. I almost forgot. Athena Awards,
Yes.
which will be this fall in November, I think.
But they're taking nominations now.
Right now.
So, yeah.
Chamber of Commerce,
Yes.
centralvt.com. Get to the beer garden. It's going to be amazing. The food court, all the cars. I'll be there. Can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
And then your friend has a podcast tonight, correct?
Yes, 5:30. Lawrence Seiler has had a podcast. Well, he's had a show called Ableton on Air since 2015. He's had a lot of support from Orca Media over in Montpelier doing this, and he is bringing that to a live audience now in the form of a podcast. So a much, much looser format. And as he keeps saying, no holds bar. He's not going to be holding back with really anything. He's a huge advocate for folks with disabilities, and he says it like it is. Tonight at 5:30 right here. And he's got some really exciting guests on tonight. I'll be with him. Of course, I'm, just watching the controls a little bit too. But he's going to, trust me, he's going to be shaking it up. It's going to be a good time tonight, 5:30. And then tomorrow night at 5:30 is the Four Quarters podcast with Lori Shepard.
Yes.
CB and Wheels. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Always is.
Yep. And I want to mention that next Monday, Walker Fitch is going to be sitting in here with us.
Yes. And you'll be solo tomorrow because I'm off
Yes,
to
I forgot about that. That's right.
off to the eye
Yes.
doctors again. So
Yes.
I went last week to get my injection. I have to, and so 1 week they do one eye, the next week they do the other eye. So this week I have to have the other eye done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I'll get to go and do that while you're here playing, yapping it up.
Mountaineers dropped their final regular season road game of the season to the Sanford Mainers last night. Score 6-3 in 7 innings. The game was called because of the rain. Vermont returns home for the final game of the Governor's Cup Series against the Upper Valley Nighthawks. tonight, first pitch at 6:30 from Recreation Field in Montpelier. And it's even going to be broadcasted exclusively on ESPN Plus. And there's going to be fireworks after the game tonight as well. So get over to Recreation Field tonight in Montpelier. It's Tuesday. Do you have It's No Secret?
No, I'm not doing It's No Secret this week. Next week I am, though.
All right.
I have a guest all booked up, and so that is happening. And I will talk about it closer to the end of the week about what that's all about and what it's going to look like, because there may be more people joining in. So,
It's a podcast about addiction and recovery and mental health, and it combines all of that on Tuesdays.
And there's a lot going on right now with all of that. So,
Sure.
Yeah. Before we go, can we give a shout out and our thoughts to James Brown?
Yes,
who,
please. There's a GoFundMe, right?
There is a GoFundMe for James. James and his family are they are family to me. They absolutely are family to me. And they've been through a lot. And we did a show, an interview with Megan, James's wife, 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
And
When all hell was breaking loose.
all
then.
hell was breaking loose. He needed a kidney transplant, and which he did get just a year and a half ago, and that was successful. But I mean, they have battled so much, and
Yes, they
he
have.
he has battled so much illness, and they battled infertility, and then adopted 2 boys finally, and the last 6 months or so, things seemed to be going absolutely amazing, and life was just good for a change. And tragically, almost a week ago now, James had a stroke, and a bad stroke, and he has a massive brain bleed. And he's in stable but critical condition, remains on the vent. He now has pneumonia and a collapsed lung. He's not responding on his right side. Those are the things that I can say publicly, but they need our support big time. And yes, they're going to need help financially, but just as much they need us to share that with other people, but they need our support and our love and our prayers and our hopes, and because no matter the outcome in this situation, he's got a real long road himself, but they as a family have a long road. It more than likely will never be the same.
Yeah.
And so I love you guys, and yeah.
I don't know what else to say other than there are opportunities to help this family, and we've got.
If you can, I mean, things are hard for everybody, and
we have a
so
link.
much going on. We have a link.
There's a link that's posted.
We do.
Right on Aired Out. Want to throw this up before I forget, because this is obviously pretty big. The Green Mountain Reggae Festival. You posted it. The final countdown for early bird ticket sales is on. So, but if you wait on this, it's going to be too late.
Yes.
So we don't want you to miss this event. Early bird ticket sales end this week. So if you want to go, it's September 6th through the 8th at the Bradford Fairgrounds. Rooted Entertainment, Brooklyn Reggae. You've heard them on the air with us talking about this. It is going to be huge. So get your tickets. GreenMountainReggaeFestival.com. That's simple. So anything else?
That's it.
Anything else? Don't forget, Walker Fitch is going to be with me on Monday morning. It's going to be with us. So we'll be sitting down talking with him and sharing a laugh, and it'll be a good time. Be a good time.
Glenn, you better be filling in for me tomorrow. Don't let this guy be live without giving him a really hard time about stuff.
I'll tell
I'm
Brummert.
counting on you, Glenn.
Brummert should come in tomorrow.
That would be great.
Consider it done.
No, he can't come in unless I'm here.
Oh shit! He's coming in. Let's make the announcement right now.
All right.
Glenn Brummert
All right.
co-hosting the Aired Out podcast tomorrow morning. Right
All
here.
right. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ethan.
Guarantee. Pick you up at 8:30, buddy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
JD, you son of a bitch. I can't believe you. God damn it, JD.